could just shut your eyes. Get yourself in a relaxed position. If you're more comfortable with it without shutting your eyes, you don't have to shut your eyes, but if you're comfortable, shut your eyes. Allow yourself to breathe deeply and slowly. And with each breath in, breathe in a sense of relaxation and calm. And breathe out a sense of stress and worry. With each breath in, breathe in a sense of feeling centered. Breathe out a sense of feeling fragmented. And as you continue to breathe deeply and slowly, just want you to pay attention to what's going on inside of you. Just note sensations in the body, things you're feeling. And in the same way that you look at the night sky and you look at the stars, and you're just appreciating the stars, there's no need to rearrange or to want to change anything that you see. Try take that same spirit of observation of whatever it is that's going on inside of you. And once again, think about the things that you came to this conference to learn. And take a moment to appreciate how everything that's happened so far is sitting inside of you. Maybe reflect on what your next steps are for yourself. And the work that you do and in your life. And allow yourself to have a gentle dialogue with yourself. Continue to reflect. Just make a note of yourself of where you're sitting, of who's in the room with you, and taking as much time as you need. When you're ready to return, you can open your eyes. Before we wrap up, would like to invite anybody who wants to share anything that they're sitting with or anything that they're reflecting on.
share. I'm sitting with a lot of gratitude right now for the last 3 days. It's my first business meeting at our conference, and I didn't fully appreciate Juan Carlos's analogy about the counter points earlier in the week, and then as I go throughout the week, I realize that we are all approaching this conversation from different perspectives and vantage points, and this circle just represented that for me, and how in all of the different rhythms and the different approaches still create a melody or still create a certain synergy or a certain rhythm. So I'm very appreciative of this conference and of this being one of the experiences I've had on the way out.
Shay.
I've been a professional musician for 40 years. This is the first time in 50 years that I've experienced this. People that I didn't know, that I never played music, that never knew what music was technically about. It was very enlightening in that respect. And will be helpful when I go back to run groups, because to understand that the men in the group and people in the world, period, people like to say battlers and those kinds of things, but I'm saying people, period. We all got issues. Ain't nobody in here that don't have them. So understanding that we can all learn to create a melody or music all together, regardless of your perception or your color of your skin, where you was raised, who raised you, where you was raised, those kinds of things. So this was a very enlightening experience for me.
Communication comes to mind for me. And then piggybacking on what she said, if we listen and hear what is being said, hear the sound, then responding will be a lot easier. I think you said it in your earlier about the deep listening. So that helps me. And I want to thank all of you, because you're making me a better person, a better facilitator, a better ambassador to deliver what we have found out here this weekend. So I want to thank all of you.
It's always nice to be reminded that you need to have humility and learning to approach things from different angles. It's always nice coming to something like this and getting out of my own box and coming and being exposed to all this is always very humbling and always rewarding.
Felt like one accord.
One chord?
One accord. One accord.
When I was little, my mom used to make fun of me because I told her, like, I could feel a connection with not just, like, the people around me, but with everybody. And that's kind of why I'm in this field, is that connection. And I think if they could sit in this circle, that they would know what I was talking about, instead of just calling me a little hippie.
This is something that I learned, and I went to a lot of training, in my life in the field that I'm working in, and I want to take this and implement within my group music, different types, and even with my workplace, with the staff that I work with, because it brings you closer together, and I enjoy this. I want to thank you.
Maybe one or two more comments, because I know we're at time.
This is my second drum circle. The first one that I had was at a retreat, and I was the counselor for 24 human trafficking survivors. And I appreciate the way that you as musicians came in and explained it and was able to give that presentation in the full meaning, because it was, honestly, it was a really horrible experience.
The first drum circle?
Yes. For a lot of the survivors, there was a lot of trauma in the room, you can imagine, and the way that they came in and just presumed everybody knew and just got started, and it was so therefore it's not a great experience for me either, because I was all of a sudden dealing with Thank you.
That.
So for me, as I'm going through this and thinking about it, I'm like, you know what, they need to, because I do 2 retreats a year still, so I want them to experience how it's supposed to be.
Sure. By the way, I'm happy to continue dialoguing with folks, because I agree with your points completely. The Remo Health Rhythms protocol and the adolescent protocol that I'm referring to gives enough scaffolding and framing. And we didn't do it in this big circle, but just to, since you're all facilitators, most of your facilitators, imagine this scenario. Having people reflect on a question, like what's something that's really you're struggling with. And is anyone willing to show us what that sounds like on the drum? And what's amazing is it gets exchanged, but if the person's not comfortable verbally disclosing it, they don't have to verbally disclose it. Yet there was this transaction happening. So there's a lot, and again, I think that comes from that rich history of music therapy and a lot of thought into this protocol. So I encourage folks to talk to me, to look up Remo's health rhythms protocols and adolescent protocols, because I do think that there's a role, if we do it the right way with the right kind of scaffolding, that this is important, an important modality that can work for some people. Some people are gonna, might get triggered anyway, and that needs to be dealt with, but I appreciate what you're saying.
And
Well,
I appreciate
will you send me the link, and then we can just talk about it, it'll be on the materials page?
Absolutely. Yeah, I can just even add it to a slider, yeah.
Okay, I first thought you were saying Vimo, like that little fish guy.
No.
We're talking about the drum company. Vimo.
Yeah, the drum company Remo, although Nemo is pretty cool too. Yes.
I love the equality of it. I work with people who batter, and I work with people who survive battery, and we do a lot of movement, and I pulled out hula hoops and koi and all kinds of things. And I love this. I love how people with different experiences, some have drums, some have not, but everybody was equal in that space. I feel like everyone was sharing moments. I just love that. I want to take that back. Say, well, if you don't like the hula hoop, let's try a drum.
Right. What are you gonna say?
I'd just like to add in the enlightenment point that I got from it. I always say that the theme, I don't drum with rookies, unless it's the shipmates that we teach in our program, so to help them and teach them how to drum. So getting this big thing, I'm like, okay, right? And as I'm drumming and matching on the brother here, matching on the sister, matching here, okay. And it started boom, boom, boom. And I'm trying to match them into overload, trying to get in with everyone else. And what happened, each and every last one of y'all, whatever part you played in it, broke through the barriers that I had inside of me and said, no, actually, from being so closed-minded, you was the rookie. You all played a great role in opening up and breaking down a barrier that I had inside of me. So I'm checking in with enlightenment and gratitude to you all. Thank you.
Good time to close?
Yep.
Thank you. And once again, our savior, Lori from We had to go to 5 or 6 different places, to get these particular kinds of drums. And it was, I think it went something like, oh, okay, yeah, I have it all in my truck. Yeah, no problem. Right? So thank you, and what a privilege to be a part of this. Thank you all so much. And like I said, anybody who wants to follow up with me or with us, you have our contact. I also didn't mention this before. We have some CDs from the band. If anybody's interested in checking it out and hearing what.
They're on sale?
They're on sale. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Next workshop starts, you got a 5-minute break.
A 5-minute break. Next workshop. Anybody have friends in Chicago? December 3rd, Sunday, December 3rd, we're doing 2 shows at the Old Town School of Folk Music for our 21st anniversary. Okay.
video, dude.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, okay, hold on, you got three more. We're going out to take a picture with you.
So she was
My brother, you got to take a picture with me.
Okay, show up just when you need it. You remind me of the brother, what's the end of the rap group? That's it, man.
It should be in
My
the
brother,
brochure itself.
my brother. I need you all
CEUs. Oh, yeah. Who needs CEUs?
You want to take a photo there?
SHR, SHA was the first lead one, and then, hold on. I have the sheet of paper somewhere. Bravo! Yes. Oh, coming. Here, this is the closing. It's SAG. SAG 3, that's a C.
SHA.
Get in here.
Yeah.
All right, then.
But you did a couple of things.
Yours is different. Okay. Yep. Let's take one.
Now, I have to get in the picture.
Yeah, come on in.
I would get my own little session. I guess it's only fair.
Thank you.
Young lady says you got
Respect, man.
Who's selling this seat? Who's selling
Ajay, you might help in the sales CDs. All right, $15.
Pick out whatever you want to do. They're all the same. They're all the same, but you come out and get Did you enjoy the day? I've been playing all these games, so sometimes I don't even.
I lost, we got
I think this nuts going
I would love to take a picture of you. You got go ahead and take whatever seat you want.
that he a man is still paid the size of the man box. And that's
So are you from Detroit?
not originally from Detroit. And so, see, the old man from here, let's keep putting this out there. And all those other things going to that man, security and everything. So they can cross into the So you're trying to limit